Okay guys, so in this video I think we'll start the hair and also the hands, so they will be quite the same detail as the rest of the body, because as you can see it's quite ugly right now. So let's start from the hand actually. So let's select the hand and I'll subdivide it one time. Let me see. Yeah, one time. Apply. Let's go to the sculpting mode. And I think I want to connect it with the forehand later on. So let's move this bump more to the middle, so it will be bumpy here and it will be slim at the top, at the end here. And we can make this part more flat as the image, as on the image. So let's use, again I forgot the shortcut. Let me hide it. Okay, so let's smooth it out. Let's make it flat. Let me see how it looks from here and also from the front. Yeah, something like this should be, let me see. It should be a bit flatter, I think, on the middle here. Okay, let's smooth it out a bit. And yeah, it looks alright. Let's see from the side. Okay, I think now we can move on to the fingers, which are more important. Let's flat out this part a bit. Yeah. Let's move this more to here. And that is almost good. I will move this part more down, like this. And I will basically flatten this plane a bit. Yeah, something like this is fine. Okay, so let's move on to the fingers. I will only sculpt one finger. So we'll sculpt the biggest one, this one. So let's delete the other. And let's sculpt it. So you can subdivide it one time. I think one time is nice. Let's apply it. And let's go to the sculpting mode. So let's flatten out this. It will be quite blocky. And also here we can flatten it out. We can move this more to match the image, and as you can see it's smaller, a lot smaller. This finger is too big. And I want to make this part longer and the bottom part like shorter, so we'll smooth out this part to make it more round. Basically something like this is nice, but we can still play with it, so let's make it even smoother, like this. Let's check. Yeah, I think it's nice, and we'll use the pinch brush to make this like tip of the nail more sharper. And let's move out the unnecessary parts, like here. And let's see from the side. Yeah, I think it's looking nice. Let's see also from here. Let's fix it a bit. Let's move this part more to make it more symmetrical. Here I can use the inverse crease brush to make this part sharp. and also here. And here I can just add the crease to indicate where the finger bends. Now let's move it out. Yeah, something like this is fine. And now we can, I think we can copy it, and we will just join with the palm. And the thumb is a bit different, so we will sculpt it also. So let's subdivide it one time, apply. And let's go to the sculpting. Let's see what else can we fix. I want this to be smooth, like the finger that we just did. And this also, I don't want it to be that pointy. It should be something like this. Let me use the scrape brush to make this more flat. Yeah, something like this is fine. Yeah, let's flat out this plane and also this plane. Let's use the sculpt draw brush to indicate where the bone is. And let's smooth out this part. Let's see from the inside. We can move this part more outside. And let's draw where the thumb is bending here. Somewhere like this. So now we can join the fingers. So let me go to the object mode. And let's select this one and then this one. And let's click Ctrl J to join it. And then we can go to the sculpting and let's remesh it. And 0.051 is too small, too big. So let's use 0.02 is also too big, so 0.17. No, I think more, a little bit more, so 15. Yeah, 15 is quite nice. So let's just smooth out the connection part. So I will just draw with the clay strip here and also here. And I will use the crease brush here to separate the connection, and I will smooth it out. Here, let's connect it by holding shift, smoothing out. Yeah, something like this should be fine. Let's see from the side. From the side it's not that nice, so let's add more muscle here. We can just grab this part and move it out like this. Yeah, something like this is fine. Yeah, it looks really weird. His fingers looks really weird, but then we'll pose them so they will look better a bit. And remember that they are stylized, and I want to bend the fingers towards the inside so they will have this curve that is going towards the finger. And I think the thumb is too big, so let's decrease it. And let's move it a bit up like this. And let's use the scrape brush to make it flat. Okay, something like this should be fine. And now we can duplicate our finger. So this is the middle one. This will be our index one, and now we can go to the edit mode, to sculpt mode, and fix the rotation of it. We'll put it more into our palm, and the length I think is nice. Yeah, I think it's fine. This one I just want to move it more to the right, like the top at least, something like this. And let's move this side also. Yeah, and also this one, let's move this part. So now let's duplicate it. Yeah, something like this is fine. Let's go to the sculpt mode. Let's bend it more. Let's go to the back view. Yeah, and let's duplicate this one. And let's rotate it a bit. And let's go to the sculpt view. And this one will be the smallest one. So let's go to the back. Let's move it towards our palm. And I will just rotate it by, not rotate it, I will just manipulate it by using the grab brush to make the palm, like to make the fingers look more natural. And as you can see, something is wrong. Like the left side is wrong, the right side is quite nice. And we have to fix it, and the easiest way to fix it is to basically go to the edit mode of the fingers, which are not right. So you can see this one is not right. And let me check. The pivot point is right, so I don't know what happened. But to fix it, we can just go to edit mode, delete the left side. So you select everything, go to wireframe, select left side, delete vertices, and you want to repeat this process with all the fingers. And I forgot to say that you can multi-edit objects, so you can select both meshes and go to edit mode at the same time. Okay, so I deleted everything, and now I just want to apply the mirror modifier again. So let's add to each one the modifier, and I will show you a cool nice trick. If you add to one of them the mirror modifier, it should work fine, and then you select the rest of 3 and you select the one with the modifier at the last one, and you click Ctrl L, and then you can make links, and you can choose modifiers, and the rest will have the same modifier as the last one here. Very nice trick. Okay, so let's go back to the sculpting mode of the palm. So I want to fix the palm a bit. I will just move it more to the right, like this. And maybe I will make it a bit slimmer, like this. Yeah, let's make it slimmer. Let's go to the back. Something like this. Yeah, I don't like his thumb. I think we can bend the fingers even more. Let me check the thumb. I will move this more to the right, like this. And I will bend the other fingers even more. Like the middle one, I want to bend it more towards the inside. So let's go to sculpt mode. And let's just basically move it like this. And I want to try the new sculpt draw, which is called pose. You should have it here. And basically what it does, it rotates your fingers. Oh wow, and it works really nice. So like it rotates the joints. It basically calculates which joints to rotate, and you control where the pivot point is by manipulating the size of your brush. So if it's really big, it will try to find the joint that is further away. So I'll just make the size smaller, and as you can see, it works very nice. So you can like rotate the fingers like this. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, so I want to make this finger a bit bigger, so I will just use the grab brush like this. And let's see the other two. Let's go back to the sculpt mode. Let's rotate them. Wow. Like, I'm really impressed. And it's not visible, so let's use the grab brush to move it more like this. And the last one, let's go to the back view of this one and let's go to the pose. Let's pose it like this. Let's move it like this. So I'll just make it visible and like smaller like this. And I just want to make this part more go outwards a bit more. Yeah, something like this, and now the hands already look better. Let's see from the side if the size is correct, and I think it's not, but it's quite stylized, so we don't care. Okay guys, so the palm is also wrong. I don't know why, so we have to fix it. So we have to also delete everything on this side. So we will do it now. So I go to edit mode. Let's go to layout first. And let's go to wireframe. Let's select all of these. Let's delete it. And let's add a mirror modifier. Yeah, and it's fine. And let's go to the sculpting mode of this one, of the palm. And I will try to make the hand a little bit smaller because I think it's too big for him. So I just move the palm more to the center, like this. And in each of every one of the finger, I will just scale on the, is it X? No, it's Z axis, I think. No, it's Y axis. So you select each of them and scale on the Y axis. And as you can see, they get slimmer, like this. And now let's put them into place. And I will just make the palm go up a bit, so it will have more room for the fingers, because they looked really short before. Yeah, something like this is fine, and I will not connect the fingers yet, because I'm still not sure about the pose, and it will be easier to pose them separately. So the hands are, for now, they are done, and let's go to the hair. So let's save the file. Let's go to the hair, and let's remesh it to make it smaller. And we just have to look at the hair right now. So let's draw the crease here. And also he has, this part is more outwards, it's going more outside. So it's not that close to the head. Like, I notice it now, so I will use the sculpt draw and just try to sculpt it here. So something like this should be fine. Let's use this clay peak brush to flatten out this a bit. And let's see from the front. Yeah, something like this is fine. And let's do the same on the other side. So I will just draw with the sculpt draw. And I don't want it to be that big. let's smooth out this part. And let's make it sharp again, but a bit higher this time. Not that. Like this should be fine. And now let's use the gray brush here. Okay, and I will make this a bit sharper here, so I will just use the inverse crease brush. And let's smooth it out a bit. Okay, let's see from the front. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so now let's draw the creases that goes from here to this side. We don't have that much detail, but we will fix it later. Just try roughly to draw where the hair should go. And look at the pictures of the hair, how they work, because it's really important. Like they flow in which they are going is really important. Okay, I think it's start to look better. It's not perfect, but at least it looks better than before. Okay, something like this should be fine. And let's draw the lines here also. And I think the detail is too low, but just indicates lines like this. Let's go to the back. Okay, roughly the shapes are done, I think. Can still improve it if we want to, but I think for now it's really nice. Let's see. Let's move it down a bit like this, and let's move it closer to our character. Okay, something like this should be fine. Yes. Now let's use the clay strip brush to draw the flat planes here. And also we can do it here to make it look more finished. Yeah, something like this, and over the ear. Yeah. And let's add the eyebrows, and I think that will be it for this part. So the way I add eyebrows is I use the separate plane. So let's do it. So let's go to the layout mode. Let's go to the front view. Let's click Shift A, add a plane, rotate it 90 degrees on the x-axis. And now let's add a few modifiers. So let's add the mirror modifier. Let's add the subdivision surface modifier, which will subdivide it. Let's add a solidify modifier. Where is it? Here, which will add the thickness to it. And where is it? Here. And we want to add also a bevel modifier. But first let's subdivide it 2 times. Okay, I will come back to it later. So don't add only those 3. So mirror, subdivision surface, and solidify. And now let's go to the edit mode. And we want to move it to the right to basically duplicate it. And now let's go move it in front of your head, scale it down so it's roughly the size of your eyebrow. And we want to enable this magnet, and you want to select snap to face and select snap with active, enable align rotation to target, and project individual elements, and affect rotate scale. So if you now click G, it will snap to your character face, or if you rotate, it will also snap, and scale, it will also snap. So every movement will be snapped, and it will snap the active vertices to the closest face. So as you can see, the thickness is quite opposite, so you can just change the offset to be 1. So that's how it will move to the front. So let's scale it down right now. Let's shape it till it looks something like on the picture. So I'll extrude it by clicking E 2 times, I think. And let's see how to do it. I think here, scale it down, like those 2. Move them closer to this one, like this 2. I will move this 2 down, and I'll add the loop cut here to make this part more sharp, as you can see here, quite sharper. And this one I'll just scale it up very big, and this one also, and I will rotate it to the left so it will have this curve like on the picture. And I'll add a loop cut in the middle that goes from here to horizontal loop cut, and I'll just move this part to make it more curved, and the other parts I'll just select them and click G to make them snap again, so they make them re-snap. And let's see. Okay, it starts to resemble the character. This part we can move it a bit down. This one, I think we can move it more to the left, and also we can add a loop cut to the end here to make this part more sharper, or not. Just click Ctrl Z. I'll move this vertex more to the right, so it will be sharper like this, as you can see here. So I will move it down also, and the thickness is too big, so we will change it to 0.02, and let's see. Okay, it looks not bad. It doesn't look good, but it doesn't look bad either way. So I think we can move everything down. So let's click G and Z, so it will move down our eyebrow. And this I will make the eyebrow longer, so they will just end where the eyes should end. So here. And let's fix this a bit. Let's see. Yeah, something like this already looks like our character. And as you can see, those edges are quite sharp, and we don't want that. So that's why I wanted to add a bevel modifier, which will make our edges smoother. So you have to change the limit method to angle, so it will not bevel everything. It will bevel only the edges that are higher than this specified angle. So I just want to write here 60, so it will only bevel the things that are higher than 60. And you can decrease the width, I think, and disable clamp overlap and just do it manually, see if it works. So width is 0. If you change it to 0.01, it already is destroyed, so write 0.001. Okay, it looks nice. So 0.002. Okay, it already makes artifacts, which is not good. So let's see if we can do something with it. Okay guys, so I think just let's see if what happens if you add one more subdivision surface modifier. Okay, I think it works better. If you add one more subdivision surface modifier, it will subdivide the meshes that was created with the solidify, and I think that was my workflow I did before. But I remember that I used the bevel modifier, but I don't know where. So let's subdivide it. The first subdivision should be 2. The second one should be also 2, because we will smooth it and it will not be visible. As you can see here, it's smoothed. And we can add the loop cut here to make this more sharp, like this. And yeah, we have our eyebrows basically. Let me see one more thing. Yeah, okay. So I'll move this part more to the right, so it not be that close to our face. And I'll move these vertices I just added with the loop cut more to the right. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, something like this is fine, and I think for the eyebrows is fine enough. We can add one more modification. So you can select this one and move it, or add the loop cut here. Select the bottom vertice and move it a bit up, like this. So you'll have this curve here. But it depends on you guys what shape you want your character to have. I would adjust it a bit more where I think it should. Okay, something like this is fine, I think. Yeah, so let's save our file. And we are almost done with our character, guys. So thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.